What's up, guys? So today on episode 1, we are going to be looking at my alma mater's current tight end. He is the class of 2022. He plays tight end, linebacker, but of course we're going to focus on the tight end side of this. And the guy by the name of Endries, he's doing a lot of great stuff on film, some things that I think he can improve on, some subtle changes. And so let's get to the film. So in this play, Jack is up top in the slot. They're in a 2x2 formation, which means there's 2 receivers up top, 2 receivers on the bottom, and they're going to be going against quarters coverage. And quarters coverage means there's 4 DBs, each responsible for a fourth of the field. And so when we're running seams as tight ends, receivers against this coverage, if you're in the slot, you have got to cross the safety space. The quarterback's got to trust you're going to do it, and you got to do it when he expects you to do it, because otherwise it's going to lead to an interception. So on this play, we see Jack roll off the ball. He's able to avoid the linebacker here and make a sharp left turn, use that big frame that he has, and protect the throw and make a big play down the field. So just exactly what you did, a seam against quarters. Here's an example of it, me doing it exactly how you did it in high school. Just want to reaffirm what you're doing now translates to the NFL and just how good of a play it was by you. So here we go. I'm at the bottom in the slot, going around right in front of the safety. Carson obviously makes a great throw. But the key is Carson trusts me that I'm going to bend in front of the safety. And Carson, me and him are on the same page, able to make a big play. This next play, we have Jack running another seam route, but if you just were to look at this play, you'd see the end result and be like, man, what a great play. He's doing a great thing. But the subtlety of what he does at the beginning of this play is what allows the catch to happen and the big play to happen. So Jack's going to be a tight end, 3-point stance, and he's going to avoid the linebacker. And if you look closely, you see him dip his left shoulder so the linebacker can't get his hands on him. And that allows Jack to not even break stride and make a huge play for his team down the field. Here we're going to have Jack running a 10-yard out route against zone coverage. And against man coverage, if you know it's man, you want to sprint out of this route. But at the top of the route, Jack recognizes it's zone. And then he takes it a step further and sees the DB's eyes, this cornerback on the numbers at the bottom. He sees his eyes staring at him. And Jack knows that if he were to just run out of this, it's either going to lead to an interception or it's going to lead to a huge blow-up play, and he's not going to be feeling good the next morning. So Jack rolls off 10 yards. He feels the corner kind of eyeing him up and just throttles out of it. And the quarterback makes a great throw, putting the ball up high, and Jack obviously does a great job making a contested catch. But the subtlety of it is him finding the spot in the zone and kind of just settling there and making a big play for his team. So let's get to life in the trenches here. We have Jack up top. They're going to be running outside zone, which means it's a running play that's designed to kind of go around the defense. And oftentimes this part of our games gets overlooked as tight ends. But this is teach tape by Jack right here. He's going to be running outside zone against a D-end who's on his inside shoulder. And so Jack's job is to collect the outside shoulder of the defense and give the running back the edge. So you see right off the bat, Jack's got him exactly where he wants to be. He's got his inside shoulder on the defensive end's outside shoulder, and right there would be enough for a win. However, Jack's not done with that. My guy finishes him 10 yards down the field and then plants him. Let's watch it again. Boom! That is what playing tight. All right, so let's talk about some things that I think can help Jack's game a lot. And so I want you guys to watch this play in its entirety. And it is a freaking heck of a play. And everyone's celebrating at the end of this thing, and rightfully so. You have Jack making a huge play, catch over the middle, and he is out of there. He's gone. And he finishes, does a little Usain Bolt at the end. Boom. But let's take it back to the very beginning of this play. And so Jack has another seam route, but this time it's against a one safety look. And so when you're running seam routes, you got to get some width and away from the safety. And for your own self-preservation and as well so the safety can't make a play on the ball and you're really stressing him out. So Jack goes inside the linebacker, which he kind of has to. But right now he should kind of make a right-hand turn without breaking stride and get probably 2 yards inside the numbers. This would allow Jack to get some more room from the safety and prevent himself from taking a big shot. And so Jack kind of continues to run, catches the ball, probably 5 yards inside the numbers instead of 2. And I know it's a small difference, and I know it doesn't matter on this play, but believe me, brother, from my own experience, it's going to matter down the road. So just get a little wider on the seam route against middle field close coverage. You know, I've mentioned my own experience and why you need to get some width on seam routes against middle field close coverage. Here we are playing the Cowboys last year, and I have a seam route. I'm up top at number 2. We have our tight end, Dallas, right next to me. He's going to be running across the field. And my job is to get as close to the numbers as possible. And so here you'll see me widen, get to the numbers, and then slowly, continually bend in and just get smoked. And so I do not want this to happen to you, Jack. I don't want it to happen to any of my young tight ends out there. So when you're running seam routes against that middle field close coverage, just get some more width, probably get 2 yards inside of the numbers, so you don't end up with some broken ribs and a lacerated kidney. And here is the back view of the play. And I don't want that to happen to you guys. So let's just get some width on our seam routes. And my second coaching point would be just to improve your starts. You know, as tight ends, we want to make everything feel for the first 5 to 10 yards that we're running straight ahead as fast as we possibly can. And so if we're able to improve your start, and it really starts with your stance here. If you look at the bottom, the receiver at the bottom really has the stance that I'm talking about. You know, he's got a lot of weight on that front leg, good knee bend in the back leg, and it really allows him to take off right away. And so if you're able to kind of almost emulate his stance, put a little bit more knee bend in your front and your back legs, bend over just a little more in your top half, you're going to be exploding off the ball. And with the speed, obviously, we've seen from you, I think this could really help your game. You kind of see yourself stutter off the ball, and ideally, we would be able to just roll off the ball with no wasted movement. So that is it, Jack Endries. Thank you for being the first person to be a part of this. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully you use this video to just reaffirm some of the things you're doing, as well as improving some of the stuff that I think could help your game a lot, man. So keep up the great work. Go Mustangs, of course, and take care.